Now in question 2, we are given the motion of two objects as well as their VT graphs. So the question then asks us, how do the magnitudes of the displacement and the total distance traveled compare between the two objects from time 0 to t2? So as you can see, the graph looks exactly the same. It's just that from P to Q, the graph has been shifted down by V over 2 units. So now we know that for both of them, displacement and distance refers to the area under the graph. However, displacement we need to take into account the negative areas as well. However, for distance, we make all areas positive. So let's deal with the displacement first. You can very clearly see that for object P, the area is going to be entirely positive. So this means that he has a positive displacement. But in the case of Q, you can see that the area here is roughly going to be the same as the area here. So as such, the displacements cancel. The same thing is going to happen between T1 and T2. The area here is roughly going to be the same as the area here, and therefore the displacements also cancel. Now, so as such, for Q, you got a 0 net displacement. So this would mean that their displacements are different. So the answer is either A or B. Now, let's take a quick look at the distance instead. So, if we consider the entire rectangle of total area V times T2, basically you can see that for P, the area is simply going to be half V times T2. Now, in the case of Q, Q is going to be quite a bit more complicated. The same rectangle of V times T2 is over here. Now, however, you can see that this triangle over here, I can flip it up and then place it in this region. And then added to this actual triangle over here, we have 1/4 of this rectangle. Now, we can do the same thing for this rectangle as well. So for this region, we can put it over here, and we also have 1/4 of this rectangle. So at the end of the day, the total distance traveled by V2 is going to be 1/4 that of V times T2. So as a result, the distances are also going to be different. So our answer is going to be A.